Okay, get ready for this, guys. I'm probably only ever going to say this once in my lifetime, and then after that, never again. But for this time, and this time only, fair play, Keemstar. You did good. Well done. Well done. Hello everybody and welcome to my latest video. If you enjoyed the video today, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. And if you want to go a step further than that, whack on those notifications so you never miss a thing. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be taking a look at the interview between Keemstar and Jake Paul. I found the whole thing to be constructed upon bullshit and lies on Jake Paul's part. The reason why I had that intro is because Keemstar actually did a very good job of getting to the bottom of what was going on with Jake Paul, and he wasn't afraid to ask the hard questions, and I can respect that very much. So without further ado, let's jump into this.
We have on the line Jake Paul. Jake, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Make sure you check out Jake's channel. I want to talk to you today. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say always plug. No, but I kind of wanted to start it off just by saying, like, I really respect your channel and like the entertainment value that you bring to YouTube. And I know, like, you're always talking about like the stuff we have going on here, and a lot of it isn't always like true or nice or fair. However, I do like find it funny.
Well, this may be true in some cases. The Keemstar can often be a bit unfair, a bit biased, and that kind of thing. But I would say more than 90% of the stories revolving around Jake Paul that has been reported on Drama Alert have been entirely true, entirely fair, and entirely factual, including interviews with Jake Paul's neighbours. The evidence doesn't get much more damning than that.
And I try to take it as lightheartedly as possible. But I just want to like kick it off on that note.
I mean, I appreciate you saying that, but I think it's good that we have you on for an interview so we can get, your side of things. You know, I see Nick Crumpton, he tweeted out something about us getting a story wrong. I'm not sure if he was talking about us or someone else. So I think it's good to have you on.
Yeah, I know there's been like a lot of kind of madness going on, on the internet lately. So multiple different situations, and you hit me up. I was like, "Yo,
you know, Jake, maybe you could mention what was untrue or false about Keemstar's claims. You could actually try and say that instead of just claiming that it's fake news, going and doing a Donald Trump on us."
I respect this, man. Let's jump on an interview.
Okay, so let's start with the neighbors and the report from Channel 5. You know, the neighbors were saying that, you know, they're living in a war zone, that, you know, you guys are the neighbors from hell. You seem to like kind of rub it in the neighbor's face and just, I'm gonna act crazy anyways. You know, do the neighbors have a legitimate claim that, you know, living next to you is a nuisance?
Dude, 100%. And I feel sorry for them. Like I said it on the news thing. It just wasn't taken seriously. But like,
do you think it wasn't taken seriously? Maybe because you said, "I can't help it. The Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Dab."
No, I'm honestly, it's terrible. It's a bad situation. No, I feel bad for them, for sure. There's nothing we could do, though. The Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Dab, 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 dab.
Oh, dabbing on them haters. Do you think maybe people didn't take it seriously because you dabbed after saying a fucking stupid thing? Just a thought. I don't know,
I do feel sorry for them. And, I think what the main problem when I sit down with them face to face is like they are mainly upset with the fans, and they take it out on me because they think I invite like the Jake Paulers to our house to like hang out, which isn't true. Like,
yes, That is true. You put the address up online, and you have made comments about your fans coming to your house in the past. How else would all of these fans been able to know exactly where you are? It's because you host your address publicly, because you're that fucking stupid. It's to an extent of blaming your fans for what's happening around your house. Do you, when your fans arrive, do you go out and say, look, you need to get out of here, you need to respect this? No, you fucking don't. You make the problem worse. It's your fault, Jake. Own up to it. Of course, it's your fault. Yours and Team 10's fault.
I've made videos and tweets countless times telling fans not to come to our house, and like how disrespectful it is, and like how we can't live our lives. Like we feel like zoo animals, you know? Like
I did see that tweet. It came back in May. You said, you know, don't come to our house. However, if you search Team 10 House on Google, it shows up as like a registered business. Did you guys do that, or did someone else?
No, someone else did that, and we've like hired teams. Like there's like all these teams online that like try to get rid of like data, and we've literally spent like thousands of dollars to get our address pulled off of Google and Bing and all of these different places, and it doesn't work because like people keep on re-uploading it. There's screenshots of it. People already know where we live, and it's spiraled out of control.
I'm sorry, but I fail to believe that you need to pay thousands of pounds for teams to remove your address from Google Maps. I'm pretty sure that's something that anyone can do if you own the property. If it's a business, you should have complete rights over whether you want that online or not. And how did anyone find out about it in the first place? It's no secret, Jake, so just don't be ridiculous about this.
And so where the neighbors come in is like there's 40 people standing outside. Like it's a nuisance. They're yelling. They're doing their own thing. It's dangerous. These kids can get run over.
So tell them to fucking leave. It's not that difficult. You're a grown adult. You can do it, Jake. Just say go. Get out of here. You know, there's that whole thing of actions speak louder than words. Well, your actions do not at all match the words that you are speaking right now. I can clearly see that what you're trying to do is make yourself look totally different to how you are in real life. But in this instant, Jake, your actions have been displayed, broadcasted on live Channel 5 news. We've all seen how much of a shitty person you are, how useless you are at creating a safe space for your neighbours. You're an irresponsible person, and you can't just use words to your advantage. Not in this instance, because we've all seen what you're like.
And so I fully understand where they're coming from, and I would not want to live next to me when all these fans are outside.
There you go, blaming your fans again.
But you know, when there weren't fans outside, before I was daily vlogging and people didn't know where I lived, it was completely fine. We were friends with our neighbors. Like,
right.
We would say hi. It was cordial. And so I do want to like apologize to them.
Jake, there is absolutely nothing stopping you from apologizing to your neighbors, except we all know from the last time you tried apologizing, you turned it into a monetizable event. You fucking selfish person.
And say like, yo, guys, like we're trying our best. We hired a full-time security, like to mend this, to help fix the situation. We've toned down our antics like outside with the crazy videos and the dirt bikes and like all of that stuff.
Oh, that's interesting, because I seem to remember you clearly saying that you never did anything outside the house.
Probably thought that I was actually a bad neighbor when in reality, we just do everything inside of our house.
We've toned down our antics like outside with the crazy videos and the dirt bikes and like all of that stuff.
We just do everything inside of our house.
We've toned down our antics like outside.
We just do everything inside of our house.
You only did things inside the house, and everyone's lying about all that stuff. All your neighbors are just scheming against you. Fucking get real.
And to me, like, the reason why all this stuff happens is like I'm always trying to have a fun time and like smile and do stuff that like makes me laugh.
Yes, exactly, Jake. That is the problem. You are trying to do things that make you laugh and make you smile. You being the main word in this sentence. You are trying to do things to make you have a good time. Regardless as to who it pisses off, to who it affects, to whose sleeping patterns are fucked, to whose privacy is fucked. You don't care. It's all about you.
And that sometimes comes across the wrong way, especially when people like don't really know me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't come off the wrong way at all. You're clearly trying to have a good time without giving a flying fuck about anyone around you. That's obvious. We're not getting the wrong idea. We're getting exactly the right idea, and that's your problem.
Do you feel that you're stuck in some type of internet character or persona? Because I heard you say, you know, this was a bad situation for neighbors, but then, you know, the Jake Paul, the YouTuber, you know, kind of went to war with the neighbors in a couple vlogs after that.
I guess I don't understand your question.
I mean, it felt like, you know, you were trying to say, I'm not bad, the neighbors are bad. You were showing clips of allegedly one of the neighbors telling your fans a bunch of explicit stuff. You went in to say that the neighbors tried to kill you. It just seemed like...
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face while saying that either. Fair play on this one, Keemstar. This is what I'm saying. For this video, I'm going to try and forget what Keemstar's actually like, because he is doing a good job on this, and he's done a good job on various news stories in the past. Yeah, he's got his faults, yeah, he's got his flaws, but I think everyone under the fucking sun has talked about him to some level. For this video, I'm giving him a pass.
You were trying to say that, like, you're the victim and the neighbors were the bad ones through a series of videos right after that interview with Channel 5.
Yeah, I think that was my initial reaction to the whole situation, because there was like so many people coming at me. And so I was like, I think that's everyone's initial reaction, is to like play that card.
Holy fuck, Jake. When you're talking about how much you are affecting your neighbours' lives, you don't say that you were attempting to pull a certain card to switch the situation in your favour, you fucking mong. And for the record, no, it's not a natural reaction to instantly deflect and make your neighbours seem like fucking murderers. Christ, that's not a natural reaction, Jake. You must know that. You must know that somewhere in here. Come on, man. Seriously?
But the truth of the matter, I'm not saying I'm a victim. I'm not saying like that they're the victim either. I think it's just a bad situation in general.
Well, sorry, Jake, but they are the victims. How could you possibly say that they're not the victims and you're not the victim? They are the victims, you are the abusive neighbour from hell. Fucking hell. I shouldn't have to explain this to you, man. Fuck.
There have been times where drunk neighbors come over to our house saying that they want to kill us. They're cussing at the Jake Paulers, they're honking their horns at them, they're, calling the cops on us, and they're calling the fire department, they're calling city inspectors to come into our house. They're calling parking enforcement.
Yep, and I bet you any amount of money that every time they did this, it was for a just cause. It was for the right reason.
We're both at fault. I feel like in any situation, any sort of like relationship, where things go wrong is a lack of communication, and that's what we had. Like, dude, I haven't even talked to them since everything started to go quote unquote wrong.
Well, maybe you should consider talking to them then. You just said communication is the issue, so talk to them. They're your neighbours. You can like walk to their house, you can knock on the door without having a fucking hidden wire to record them and say, sorry, I'm a wanker. Sorry, I've been a wanker for a long time. It's not difficult.
So obviously, Jake, you don't want people at your house anymore. You don't want people there. You don't want the zoo. You're saying you don't want to annoy your neighbors anymore. This just brings up the Post Malone situation. Didn't you put him in the same situation by showing his house in your vlog?
So I did not put anybody into any situation that they did not want to be in.
Yes, you did. Yes, you absolutely, in every single way, did do that. You total liar. You did not at all mention to him that you had someone hiding out in a car, filming him from a distance, filming the entire front of his house for millions and millions and millions of obviously irresponsible fans to, come on, man.
I filmed this segment for my vlog. I'm sure people have seen it. Go to deliver Post Malone the merch that he bought from my website.
Yeah, but it's not your website, is it? That's the whole point. There is a privacy policy that you absolutely invaded, and so did they. Fanfiber is just as at fault as you are. Completely unbelievable that they would, in an instant, give up the address of someone who obviously doesn't want to be in the public eye. A terrible business in every way.
And I told my friends, like, off camera, like, yo, if we go there and he's like, yo, I hate this kid, like, don't film me, I can't put any of this in here. But when we got to his door, he was nice, super cordial. I was like, dude, can I vlog this? And he was like, yeah, go for it.
Jake, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. You can't just show up to someone's house who is obviously a very nice guy. He is a nice guy. He would be polite. He would be like, yeah, fuck it, why not? But that doesn't mean you should fucking do it. Just because he's being polite doesn't mean you should totally take advantage of his kindness, which is what you did in every fucking way. You were filming before he even said yes. You had a secret sniper camera. You even called him the sniper cameraman. Fuck me.
Right, but you had to have known that Post Malone didn't know that you were filming like his house, like his whole house, his cars, the license plates.
I was under this understanding that like he would assume so.
What? Why? Why would you think that? Why would he assume that? What a fucking awful excuse. That is such bullshit. That is such bullshit, and you know it, Jake. Why? Why would he just assume, oh, clearly there's someone over there filming my entire house? Why would he assume that? He is a nice guy. So why would he assume that you're a scumbag fuck doing the worst things imaginable? So I've been kind of calculating how much I could possibly say on this video, and it turns out that if I was to carry on at this pace, this video would end up being around an hour long. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If you want to see more of this, please do let me know. I know Jake Paul has been in the news a ton recently, and I wasn't really thinking of doing another video on him, but this is the perfect reason to do a video on him, because I can actually reply directly to what he's saying, and that I feel like I can get all of my thoughts out in that way. So if you've enjoyed watching, and if you'd like to see more, please leave a comment and let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys want to go a step further than that, whack on those notifications so you never miss a story. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Dab, 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 dab.